All right, well, here we are at Wynn Las Vegas inside the beautiful Blue Wire Studios. I'm Sandy Stec from Coast 103.5, across from the beautiful, lovely couple, David Foster, Katharine McPhee. Thank you guys for coming here today.
Hey, we're happy to be here. Hi, Sandy.
What you don't know is their 2-year-old Rennie is right outside having a moment,
Having a mommy meltdown.
But I know you guys are here for your tour, which is, we have a lot to go over, and we'll try to do it in a timely fashion. An intimate evening with David Foster Hitman Tour.
Right, we get confused a little because Kat and I tour together as the Kat and Dave show.
I was just going to say, this is really an intimate evening with David Foster. It's all of his main show that he's been doing for many, many years. And he's just sort of sprinkled in some of us special guests like me and Pia Toscana and Martin. So really it's David's show, but we're married, so he thought he'd drag me along.
She's free.
Oh, well,
it's free.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
But I did see some clips because I will be going to the show tonight at Encore Theater.
Oh, great.
Beautiful theater. And it seems like there are some surprises. What I've seen online, I love that you guys just play with each other. It's fun to watch the dynamics, not only of just hearing you sing and be a producer, but just watching you guys be a couple and have fun with each other. I like that.
Yeah, we've sort of honed it over the last couple of years, our sort of banter with each other. And every night, something happens. Like, we stick to sort of a loose script, but every night, a zinger, she'll hit me with a zinger.
I think it's a relatable moment for people, right? Anyone who's married or even a long-time relationship. There's, it's like we have the unconventional age difference, but we have the same universal struggles and themes of a typical couple.
Remember that time I was talking on stage about, that song by Eric Clapton, Layla or whatever.
And I was like, no, I don't think I was born, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing.
But I love that.
That's not the relatable part.
No, that's true.
Well, it's cute. It's adorable. I think
it's funny.
Fun. It's fun.
We poke fun at ourselves, don't take ourselves too seriously, and we have a really great time. And I think the audience enjoys kind of seeing behind the curtain.
My parents have been married 50 plus years, almost 60, but they laugh at the same things. I've noticed that with couples, the humor has to be there.
Yeah.
You have to take each other lightly.
For sure.
It's the only way to get through life.
For sure.
Right.
And I know this is not your first time at the Wynn. You've been here before. I would call him a Wynn OG.
You are.
I love this hotel. I mean, Steve Wynn had such vision, starting with Treasure Island, and then Mirage, and then Bellagio, and then Wynn, and then Encore. I mean, what vision this guy had. And
yeah, it's always a treat for us to come.
We're staying in the great suite, and we're just, we're pampered, and, it's great.
Well, that's the funny thing. Like, especially when you come somewhere like here, do you get to relax a little bit?
You're staying at the Holiday Inn, right?
I am.
Got it.
I am.
Yeah.
Travel Lodge, to be honest.
We do get to relax. Yeah, we had a great day today. We went to the gym and went to lunch with Rennie, and Kat went shopping. And
yeah, it's just fun to kind of just walk around, and we'll go to the pool tomorrow with our son. It's great.
Do you ever have, this is a random question, but being entertainers, do you ever have shows, like in a place like Las Vegas, so many people are performing probably at the same time, people who you want to see but you can't because you are performing yourself?
Yeah, we like I told you last night, we went and saw John Lovitz.
Yeah, that's great.
At the Laugh Factory. He was great, and he's going to come to our show tomorrow night.
Oh, fun!
I just ran into Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray.
Oh, cool.
He's going to come tomorrow night to the show. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little.
I wanted to see Adele one night when we were doing our thing. So yeah, there's
canceled.
always.
She's this weekend performing?
No,
right?
But I'm just saying in general, we were here, I don't know how long ago, and
she tried to get tickets to our show, and she couldn't.
She couldn't get tickets. We were sold out. So
if Adele can't get tickets,
I mean,
what
how did
to
you
the
get
rest
in,
of them?
Sandy?
No, but we've actually managed to go see a lot of great things. Like we saw Bublé, as Michael Bublé.
Right.
We saw. We've managed to do quite a bit of things, but usually we're here just typically for his shows, and we're in and out. But we make the most of it.
I am amazed that your 2-year-old son Rennie travels with you. How is he as a traveler? Does he understand what you guys are doing?
He is really starting to understand, like, being in a new place. I mean, he's been here many times since he was a very little baby, but I think he's like, this is the first time. He's now 2 and 4 months, so he's excited that he's in a new environment. And like traveling with a kid. Oh, they have a little. Traveling with a little kid is a lot of we have a great time. I mean, he's sometimes great and sometimes not, but we rather have him with us than not. And we know that clock is going to run out. You know, you only have so long to kind of take
When they're
them
so young.
everywhere.
What about the phrase "terrible twos"? Does that resonate at all?
Yeah, it sort of kicked in the last month.
It definitely kicked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
thought, it's not going to happen to us, but it did.
It did. Oh,
But
yeah.
it's okay.
Clockwork.
But actually, he moves through them pretty fast, and then like this week, he's had no meltdowns really.
No.
I mean, not like what you saw. That's not really a meltdown, in case you didn't know.
Oh.
That's just like crying for mommy. That's a typical everyday moment.
Oh, okay.
But a meltdown is a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's been meltdown free, which has been really nice.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's something to celebrate.
Yeah, that's okay. They'll be back next week, I'm sure.
What now? I know he's good on the drums. I saw that video you showed me. Is he into music because of what you do, or is it just something he kind of picked up?
He seems to be, obviously he's immersed in it, just by osmosis. He seems to be, he seems to enjoy it, but he can't sing. So I don't know what that's going to be, how that's going to turn out. I mean, he really can't sing.
I mean, I agree he can't sing, but he's 2. It's not like,
Yeah, but
He has
most
to be a
2-year-olds,
great-
they can hit a note,
I don't think so.
We'll see.
No hope.
No pressure, no hope. I mean, I literally, the drums, I've never taught him anything because he won't let me teach him anything. So
What
whatever
if
he's gotten, he picked up
Came
on
up to
his
you
own.
guys and said, "Mom and Dad, depending on how old he is, I want to be a musician. This is what I want."
Well, I'd say try tennis.
I
Roger
see.
Federer, I'd take, over Travis Barker.
Oh, I mean, I would say the same thing. My dad probably said to me, "Is I want to be an actress," and he says, "Oh, please be anything but an actress," which is like what I ended up, pursuing. So I'll probably say, "Oh gosh, good luck," but he'll just do
What he wants.
meant to do.
I wonder if
Yeah.
there's something in us just psychologically that when we hear somebody say, "Oh God, don't," it makes us want to do it more.
Mhm.
Because
Could
we all
be.
have that rebellious
Could be.
teachers in school. Like
Yeah.
you just want to defy
Yeah,
whatever
it's just it's a lot of pressure, right, for a kid whose father's been so successful in the music industry, and then he wants to do music.
And
then-
mother.
Well, but I'm talking, you're a different level.
You're right.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure that he doesn't know about yet, but we'll just,
take it one day at a time,
Yeah.
as they say. Let's talk.
he'll
about
have to find his way for sure.
He's got 2 great parents.
His
though,
own way.
well versed in the industry. What? Let's talk about your jewelry line,
Oh, yeah.
KMF Jewelry.
Yes.
I did not realize you were so big into jewelry.
Is that a
Love.
KMF piece?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Katharine McPhee-Foster.
I
is
wear
what
lots of different
that
pieces.
stands
I mean,
for.
I'm such a fan of so many different designers, and so I branch out. But yes, it's KMF Jewelry. We are direct to consumer. We are launching on a different platform in October, which we're very excited about. I'm not going to say yet because I want to make sure.
It's got 3 initials.
Okay. But yeah,
Figure it out.
No, she, Kat, she's always had this great love. I couldn't figure out, I've said it before, but, I'd be like asleep or watching TV in the bedroom. It's like 11 o'clock at night. She's not coming to bed. It's 12 o'clock. She's not
Well,
coming
this
to
was
bed.
before I had a child. Now
Yeah.
I'm in bed at 9.
Yeah. And she's in the bathroom playing with her jewelry, like for hours, like just putting this one here and try this one and then sit. I mean, it's just kind of weird.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was just like scrolling on Instagram like the rest of us.
No. But she is obsessed with it in the best way. And I think that's an honest approach to, selling. Because if she loves it, I think she can convince other people that they will love it too because, it's honesty. And
Yeah.
I think people can trust her.
Thank you.
$5.
Look at that. A glowing review from hubby.
Yeah.
And congratulations on Boop.
Yeah.
That is finally, it's happening.
Right. So for those of you that don't know,
Boop, boop, be doo.
I've been working on Betty Boop the musical along with an army of people, and it looks like we're finally going to Chicago in November for out of town, as they say it, to see if we can hone it and make
Out
it
of
just
town
perfect.
trial, is what they
And then
say.
if we do well there, we'll be in Broadway in April of 24. If we suck in Chicago, we won't get to Broadway.
I don't think that's how it works, but
It isn't.
no, I mean, you have to define sucking. It could be ticket sale. I mean, it just depends on, that's,
We actually have ticket sales already, right?
you do.
Crazy.
But you've worked on this a long time, yeah?
Yeah.
Just because you're going to get bad reviews in Chicago doesn't mean you're going to not get to Broadway.
Okay.
This is why they
You
work,
like how I said,
though. I like
you like how I
this.
said you're going to get bad reviews?
No, I don't anticipate any.
She's
bad
like,
reviews,
honey,
but-
let's see how bad they are first.
No,
and
I'm
assess.
You'll probably get great reviews, but even if you
Hope so.
get bad reviews, it doesn't mean you're not going to Broadway.
Doesn't take kindly to people like me coming in, non-Broadway, non-New Yorker types. It's kind of like Shania Twain when she broke the mold with her country thing, coming from Canada and then moving to Nashville. It was like
I don't agree. Where did you come up with that theory?
Because I know people that Broadway doesn't like that are pop writers.
Well,
like,
maybe their songs weren't very good.
Okay.
What made you so inspired to create this?
Well, I was just asked.
Your
Really?
songs are
I was
great,
just asked.
so
Thanks.
So you took
if
it
they
on
don't
as
like
as
it,
a
they're
new
just
challenge?
jealous.
Sorry.
You took it on as like a new challenge or
Yeah,
something?
it was like, I mean,
Passion
yeah,
project?
because people have asked me that before, Sandy. Like, why this one? Because nobody else had asked.
Mm.
This is the first person that came along and said, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, Broadway sounds cool."
Wow.
So off we went.
I mean, you could have
And
said,
it just to
not
give
my
you an
genre,
idea.
not interested.
I always sort of fantasized that I would be interested, and that it's one day it might, come my way. So.
Just to
Yeah.
give you an idea of how long he's been working on it, we met almost like 18 years ago. And I think like 2 years into us knowing together, working together, just as colleagues, friends, is when he started playing this song on the piano. Why look around the corner when it's all right here? Remember? Da, da, da. And he said, oh yeah, I've been working on a musical for Betty Boop. That was
Yeah.
16 years ago. And it's still not gone to Broadway. So if this doesn't happen, I'm going to kill somebody because I'm sick of talking about Betty Boop.
You're like, I've heard it for 18 years. I'm tired.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
So our radio station, Coast 103.5, very big.
Oh, I love Coast Radio.
103.5.
I love that you love us.
Do that again.
Coast 103.5, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that, but
Well,
a version of it.
I love, yes, and I love that. I would like to take that for my own personal show.
Well, people should know, Sandy, that for somebody like me who has written a lot of top 40 hits, but a lot of my songs get shoved into the AC pile, which is adult contemporary, and so a station like Kiss in Los Angeles won't play some of those songs, but Coast
Yeah.
became like my home.
We are
for-
all about it.
and also
Yeah.
the best channel for Christmas music.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
The best.
thank you. That's exactly where I was going. We usually switch to Christmas music November-ish.
I
and
know,
our
it's so
listeners go
great.
absolutely ape. You know what? They lose their mind.
Yeah, it's the best.
Which I was going to ask you about your album, your Christmas album, Christmas songs.
Oh, good
Right.
idea.
Yeah, just came out a few months in December. But from what I understand, that was Catherine, your brainchild. Was that something you wanted to do more than David? Or
Nope.
No, you
Nope.
see that guy sitting over there,
Right there.
Mark Johnson, our manager.
Okay.
You can't see him. It was his bright
It was
idea.
his bright
Of course,
idea.
it's easy to go, hey, do a Christmas album, and then we have to do all the work. So we did 7 songs last year, so it was a sort of
Part
a half
A.
LP.
Yeah.
And then this year we've done 6 more, and it'll come out as a full album for whatever that
Like a
means.
completed
Would it be
album.
like a volume 2 type
Volume
thing?
2 kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how they're going to work that whole thing out, but
Okay.
it's like
We're on Loma Vista Records, and it's a great little record company, and we have high hopes for selling at least 5,000 copies.
Set the bar in the middle.
Yeah,
Set the
right.
bar in the middle. Well, I think it's exciting. I love the holidays. Do you guys like the holidays?
Love.
And with a child, with a 2-year-old,
Oh.
you get to see it from a new set of eyes.
you know, Mr. Bah Humbug over here, when you have ready, like you're to be refreshed of
Yeah.
how fun
No,
it was during
for
the
sure.
holidays to
For
have
sure.
a little kid.
For sure. I mean, he doesn't know yet, but this Christmas he will, for sure.
Yes, it's so much fun. And my mom always made a big deal of decorating the house, getting the decorations out. And I think it's just so much fun.
Yeah, that's cute. Well, I know you guys see a lot of people in what you do. You know a lot of people. You travel a lot. Random question, but have you ever met anyone that you got nervous meeting or you kind of fangirled out for? Like, oh my God, I'm in the presence of
Yeah, it
whoever.
was right here in Las Vegas. David helped arrange tickets for me and my then husband. And
What?
it was for Celine Dion's concert.
Oh.
And
You
you
met-
got me
you met her, right?
backstage. Yeah, and there was only 2 other people backstage, and she was holding the couple's baby. They brought the baby with them. They were this like Montreal couple. They're speaking French, and I just thought, wow, look at her holding their baby and being so personable. And then the concert blew my socks off. And then when I met her, I started to almost cry.
Oh.
It was really kind of. Oftentimes,
Was
I'm
she
like,
nice?
so nice. I didn't cry because she was mean. I cried because she's just so lovely, and I just grew up idolizing her.
Mm.
Yeah. And then you, let's see, who else for you? Oh, she wants to hang with Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave Chappelle's so cool.
Who doesn't? Come on.
That's got to be your number 1 or number 2 go-to.
Oh,
Right?
as a comic,
a
yes.
comic,
That's
yeah.
just
Dave
their-
Chappelle would be so cool to like spend a night with. No, I
Uh,
mean like that. I don't mean like that.
God.
I mean like, dinner at a club, and then we go for drinks after, and
What, just the 2 of you?
no, like with a group of people. You would
you might be allowed.
you would be invited.
I've been to dinner with him, so.
Well, all right, so then fine, we'll go by ourselves.
Oh, my God.
What about you? Any or if it-
You know, I loved getting to know I have a son-in-law named Tommy Haas, who's a former #1 tennis player in the world, and he introduced me to Roger Federer, who has become a friend, not a close friend, but
He
a
was
friend.
at our wedding.
Yeah, he was at our wedding,
Mhm.
and I got to say, when I'm around him, it just feels like royalty to me. I mean, I think he's just a
What about
phenomenal
him
guy.
makes you feel like that?
Well, first of all, his charisma is just off
He's
the
like
charts.
unbelievably
Like, you
gorgeous.
can't-
It's kind of crazy.
You can't believe if you walked in here right now, this room would light up twice as much. As it
I
would,
honestly
swear.
didn't know how, because I was never really into tennis at that time. Now I love tennis, but when I saw him, he kind of came to our wedding in London like as a sort of fluke. He's friends with his daughter, and anyway, they came and it was a blast. But when I saw him all dressed up in his suit, I never thought he was handsome. And it's just like, it's not just the way he looks, it's like his presence, it's he's so, you love that word, affable. He's just,
And his wife is fantastic.
oh,
as well,
fantastic.
and-
Just so sweet and kind. And there's
Yeah.
just a real something about
Do you believe in
him. It's just
auras? Like people that are energetic, it's an energy field.
Yeah,
that-
I guess so. Yeah.
Star
I believe in
power is
that.
what you always
Star
say.
power.
Star
Yeah.
power, yeah.
The it thing. Yeah.
Do you know, last time I was here, who walked by? Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul.
Bryan
They were
Cranston.
randomly here for a wedding.
Wow.
And it was just such a funny moment. I'm like,
Oh.
is this
They
even
walked
happening?
by there while you
right
were.
here during the interview?
Did you stare?
Yes, and then we stopped, and then they went and talked. It was just
Oh,
so
cool.
funny though. Like you
Nice.
just never know how life
Yeah.
is. What weird.
Who's
little
your
moments.
Who's your live dinner date?
My live dinner
Yeah.
date?
You want to have dinner with?
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, good one.
I mean,
It's only dinner.
oh, I got to think about that then. Never mind.
It's informative. It's not playful.
You know what? I follow a lot of not motivational, but I love self-empowerment kind of stuff. Lewis Howe and Jay Shetty, and
My
Joe
new
Dispenza
life-
into meditation stuff.
My new live dinner date would be Peter Attia.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy, I'm reading this book called Outlive.
I saw that on your Instagram, and
Oh
I want to know
my
more about that.
gosh.
It's pretty incredible.
Well, read the book because he's the man behind it. But it's a fascinating book, and I've had so many people like, I don't even read that much, but I'm really into this book. I feel like it's transforming the way I think and feel about nutrition and working out and why you work out, opposed to like, oh, I need to fit into these jeans. It's like so much more than it's about. No, I want to live as long as possible, and I want to live as long as possible really well. And it's just completely changed. I mean, there's so much science behind it that it makes it really kind of like you kind of buy into it. It's not like you're buying into a fatty diet or a fad workout. It's a lifestyle, and you've heard that before. But just the way he puts it is just it's very artful the way he puts the whole thing together.
Well, and once you think about, like, this is kind of deep, but I believe in this. Our cells hear us. Everything we say and feel.
Self-prophecy.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
So it's amazing
Vision
how everything's
boards.
connected.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, off that topic, but my live dinner date is Elon Musk. That's who I want.
Oh yeah,
That's who I want to meet.
That'd be
Is it
interesting.
really?
I think.
What would you ask him?
I just would like let him talk, and I just listen.
Okay.
You know.
Take notes? Or?
Yeah, or just I mean, I just think he's like we learn about in history about people like Einstein and Shakespeare and Leonardo da Vinci, all these great people in the past. I think he's one of them.
Yeah.
I really do.
Did you hear about him and Mark Zuckerberg? Apparently, they agreed to a cage match in Vegas.
Wait,
What?
I don't know if this is just something I saw on Facebook or not, but I'm letting you know.
Mark
I
Zuckerberg's
think I
gonna
saw
kill
that.
him.
I think I saw that on Instagram too, but I thought it was just like a meme or something. I didn't think it was real. That doesn't
Who
sound
knows? I scroll, and then we never know if what we're looking
But do they
at
not
is-
like each other?
I don't know.
Mark would take him out.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Well, Mark is like,
Mark's in great shape.
I like how we say that. It's like we know him. You know?
Well, we've been around.
We've
him.
been around
We've been
him,
around him.
so we know some secret things about him, that he's very into fitness.
Now, final question, because I want to know.
Final. We're just getting warmed up here.
Oh, we can put your feet up. We can relax a little more if
What
you'd
about
like.
you? I gotta get a massage. No, I'm
you,
just kidding.
you might have a show to
I don't
go
have a
to
massage.
that you're
Yeah.
part of. What is your idea of a perfect day from sunup to sundown? Like, what would you love to be doing during the whole day that you're like, dang, this is it for me?
I think we do that a lot, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. My son sleeps in till 7 a.m. and not 6 or 6:30, and then I wake up at 7 with him, and I'm refreshed. We get breakfast. We go for a walk, and I love to go play tennis. So someone watches the baby while I play tennis. We all have lunch together. This is a non-working day, just so
Yes,
you know.
a day off.
And Yeah, maybe I work in the garden. I'm really obsessed with cutting flowers and putting them in vases. What else?
Massage, body work.
Yes, a massage sounds fabulous. And then, we go out to dinner with some friends in the neighborhood.
Oh, I'm finally included.
You were included in all those things except for the picking of flowers. You're not really interested in that.
David, what about you?
Well, mine would look like.
What about the tennis?
Sorry?
What about the tennis? You play tennis with me.
Well, my day would wake up. My perfect day would wake up
9:30.
without back pain.
Yeah.
Because I got terrible back pain.
You sure does.
And it's really starting to get me down. But I'd wake up on a yacht in Italy with my wife. We'd have coffee. We'd walk into the town. We'd have lunch, take a nap in the afternoon, and go to an incredible restaurant at night.
Oh, that's so nice. We're going to do that in August.
I know. I didn't include Rennie, sorry, but he's welcome to go on any of it.
Well, he gets a little exhausting, so that's probably smarter than you.
We'll be in the next room.
We're obsessed. I mean, I'm obsessed with him, but yeah. But no, we're going to leave him home for that one.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Who's your dead dinner date?
My dead dinner date?
Can't be a family member. It can be any century and any time of their life, and language is not a barrier.
Oh my God. This is a tough one. Whenever I get a question like this, my brain stops because I'm so nervous of giving the wrong answer.
No, there's no wrong answer, and tomorrow it could be a different answer. In 10 minutes, it could be a different answer.
I'm blank right now.
Okay, how about
I'm blank.
How about like
my dead dinner date?
Richard Pryor.
Oh, that would be a great one.
And you could pick any time of his life. So I would if I were you, I'd
who's
pick a
Richard
younger
Pryor?
time of his life. Sorry?
Who's that?
He was a comedian, 70s.
Oh,
Yeah.
You weren't born.
okay.
He was a pioneer.
I love how much you know about comedians.
Yeah,
though.
no, I love it. And
Have
so
you
now
ever done stand-up?
No.
Oh my
Would you
gosh,
ever?
that would be hysterical
God,
to
can you
see.
imagine?
You'd be really bad.
I mean, you
I'm
guys,
pretty good on stage.
I don't think you'd be good at
wouldn't you
stand-up.
think, though, your show is kind of a
That
little
would be
bit as an
cute.
open mic for you two to have fun? And
Yeah, it's a bit of a stand-up.
I'd like to. No, this guy's very funny. I mean,
John Lovitz thought I was.
You are funny. I just don't. It's not the same thing as stand-up.
No, Dana Carvey thought I was funny.
I think
Maybe he's just saying that.
You get really nervous because you have to remember lines and stuff.
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
I was thinking about what you do to your kids, and when I was a kid, my parents would say, "Hey, play the piano." I happen to not mind it when they would say, "Play for our friends."
okay.
But a lot of kids, I would never do that to my son. Hey, like, play drums for our
Yeah,
friends.
you're unique like that because I didn't.
No, I
wanna
didn't
sing
mind at all.
for-
No, you didn't like it. But if I was to say to you right now, tell me a joke. Could you?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a joke.
You want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay. I've had 6 knee surgeries, and one of the most recent, I had to have a donor part put in my knee, which means I have a dead person inside of me.
I love it.
It's actually been 8 months since a live person's been.
Good. Very good.
Oh my god!
I usually trail off and let the audience figure it out.
As we did.
And
That's
I made you
very
laugh.
good.
That made me very happy.
That's very good.
Thank you.
That's very,
Right.
very good.
I might be pitting a little bit right now. I was not expecting that. How did the interview turn to me?
He's
I like
very
doing
good at that.
I like
I
doing
know,
that
thank
because
you.
I'm interested in people,
I know, and thank you guys for.
You could be a little more interested in me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my
Oh.
God! The shots fired
Speaking
today.
of
I
8
cannot
months.
handle it.
Ba-dum-bum.
I'll be honest. I was surprised you even had time to sit down. Like usually, if you have a show, some people
Yeah.
get in their head. They just want to be left alone.
Yeah, we did a show Saturday night, so we're sort of fresh. But if you go and then we toured like 10, 15 dates at a time, and that's just great. You just
It's true when
you
you-
roll in 5 minutes before, and you're good. But when they're just sort of one-offs like this, it does.
It's kind of like I compare it to now that I'm obsessed with this whole idea of working out is not just for your, looking good in your pants, but it's like if you take more than 4 or 5 days off or a week, let's just say, from working out, if you go back to working out, you're weaker, you're not as strong, you lose your cardio abilities. And it's the same thing with like, you be amazed, like even just a week or 2 weeks off from doing shows, you kind
Yeah.
of feel rusty the next day.
Yeah, like I'm just sort of going over it and what we're going to do tonight, and we've done it
You're going to be
1,000
great,
times,
honey.
but-
I'll be screaming for you out in the audience.
You're going tonight?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
great.
Did you hear Adele? I think it was last weekend. Forgot the lyrics to one of her songs.
Oh.
And I just love her. She's so funny.
She's so great.
She can do no wrong, even when she's messing up. She's so human and
She is.
sarcastic. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh bloody hell, I forgot." And then she asked an audience member, "Have you ever forgotten a lyric?"
Yeah, me?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
of course. I
Yeah.
literally just did it in Florida the other day.
What do you do? Do
Yeah,
you
for
What'd
that
you get?
song from Waitress. Today's a day like any other. What did I do? It's an out of body experience. Your hands start sweating and you just start mumbling, but you don't remember how you mumbled it. Or you'll drag out one line.
So it's like your body remembers.
I know what I
almost?
did. I literally just stopped singing and then I jumped back in for the.
Sometimes when I'm playing piano, like if it's a solo piece where there's no singers, and I'm playing along, and it's kind of like when you're driving, and then all of a sudden you've gone 3 miles, and you don't know how you drove the 3 miles because you don't remember.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be in the middle of it,
What am I doing?
where the fuck am I? It's like, what song is this? And what? I mean, it's really a weird feeling.
But that also means you're so good at what you do that
Rote.
it's subconscious.
Does that happen to you when you're doing stand up? Do you ever just lose?
It depends. I hate to say this, but when the audience is there and when the vibe is so good, you can relax into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you just take everything in you takes a breath.
Yeah.
And then the natural magic happens. And when the natural magic, you're like, oh, look at me being me again,
Look at
and not
me
me
being so
trying to
great.
remember.
Yeah, I won't be relaxed tonight.
Well, look, we
I
need,
won't be. Why?
Because it's like I come out for, 5 minutes. It's like that shot out of a cannon thing. It's like, hi, all right, well, I'm only here for 2 songs.
Maybe
See
you should
later.
throw him for a loop. Just walk
It's
right
fine.
out.
I'll just have like a bourbon backstage. I'll be fine. It's
get it, girl.
and lastly, Sandy,
Yes.
I think we need to work on the 8 months thing. I'll bring it up tonight in the show.
Okay.
See what we
Wow.
can get going.
Okay.
Okay.
8 months and 1 day, apparently. David Foster, Katharine McPhee, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for having
this
us.
time.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.